Alright, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, like the past couple months probably. But I haven't really wanted to do it because I don't know what kind of response it's gonna get. But after the week and couple of days I've had, I need to get this off my chest and out there to all of you so you guys know what I'm currently thinking about in my head and everything to do with YouTube and this channel specifically, as well as my future on the platform of YouTube. And I guess the future of myself, I guess. Because I've been going through a lot in the past, like, couple weeks and month. Um, so this video is going to be kind of a heavy video. So if you guys don't like that kind of stuff, I understand if you don't want to watch this kind of video. But it is a very important video to watch because I do have a pretty big change coming. So if you can stick around, just put it on in the background, do something. I don't know. But with that out of the way, let's get into this video and just talk about this. All this craziness that's been going on in my noodle. So first off, this isn't like a goodbye YouTube video thing. Not that. It's more of it's time for me to move on to another idea I have with YouTube and move away from this channel altogether. It's a goodbye in the sense of goodbye of my former self on here and like a resurgence, hopefully, of a new version of me on here. I was gonna say handle game fan, but it's not gonna be that. It's gonna be something else. And I'll get to that. But what spurred this on was I'm sure you guys know that my channel doesn't perform well. And with 75,000 subscribers, it should be performing a bit better than it does. At least you would think. But it doesn't. And that really has been irking me and bothering me for the longest time. And compounded with other things going on in my personal life, like just dealing with cerebral palsy, my disability, on a day-to-day basis. The older I get, the more I realize my limitations and stuff, and just realize life things. It just compounds and makes me feel like I'm not doing enough on here or in my life in general. Like I feel I just discussed it with my dad earlier today. I was like, I just feel like I'm not doing enough. I feel like I don't have a purpose in life. And I told him, I was like, the only good thing I ever did with my YouTube channel so far, I feel like, was the GoFundMe. And for those that don't know about it, I'm going to link a video that you guys should watch at the end of this video to get the whole skinny on it. Because I'm not going to go into it here because I wanted the video being an hour long. But basically, the GoFundMe helped my entire family out. It really basically changed our lives, pretty much. Or at least my parents' lives. And my life as well, because I wouldn't be up here in the living room doing this video right now if that wouldn't have happened. But that was a complete fluke. And to this day, it still bothers me why that happened to me and why other GoFundMes don't get off the ground that are more important about people like with cancer and medical bills and other stuff like that. Why was it mine that one moment in time that decided to just be on people's radar? It still bothers me. And that's one of the reasons why I haven't ever really decided to quit this channel or basically take a hiatus from YouTube for a little bit because I owe you guys everything. Everybody that helped out during that time is a huge part of why I am who I am today. And my wife and my family is a big part of that too, about why I'm the person I am. My wife is a huge part of that. And I just didn't want to throw in the towel and tell you guys that I wanted to move on to different things and try different avenues and stuff like that because I didn't want people to think I was just giving up on them or just using YouTube as a way to get free money. That's not what I was doing. I didn't intend for that to happen, but it just worked out that way. Thank God. And because if it wouldn't have, none of this would be transpiring right now. I have no idea where things would be right now. And neither did my dad because we talked about it for literal hours. I haven't talked to my parents or my dad specifically or my mom for hours since I was a kid about deep life stuff like this. And it's just hard to realize myself that I'm an adult now. I'm on my own. My parents are still here and around, but they're not always here 24/7. So it forced me, the way I put it, was to grow up and realize that being an adult, life kind of beats you down a little bit. And the older you get, the more you realize, oh, this life isn't cut and dry and as easy as it seems like it's going to be. And for me, especially, basically, I was having a pity party, and I have been for a long time. And I just feel like I'm not doing enough with my life. And my dad was basically telling me that that's how a lot of people feel. So you're probably thinking, well, what does this have to do with your YouTube channel? It's time for me to move on from Handle Game Fan. I think that part of me is dead. I it was a part of my life that I look back fondly on, like the collecting, how hard I went into it for a little bit, but then like the bigness of the GoFundMe of Dylan Anderson, all that stuff. I don't want that to define me. I want to define my channel. I don't want something to define my channel. I want it to be me that comes through. My personality, my quirkiness, my stupid humor I have. Things like that. I want it to be me. Not I don't want the GoFundMe stuff looming over my head all the time. I don't want the Dylan Anderson stuff looming over my head all the time. I just want to know who actually would enjoy my content and cater towards that sort of audience. Focus on one thing. Once I find the thing that I'm really good at, which I'm going to ask you guys for help with that. What do you guys like from me? What kind of content drew you to my channel? And if you're from Dylan Anderson and Wavy Webster from the GoFundMe, let me know what made you stick around, even though I didn't do short form content in the case of Dylan Anderson. Was it my personality? If that's what it was, then I'll be more on camera and more like attentive and more thought out and stuff like that when it comes to videos. I'm not doing it right now. I'm not doing very good right now because this is a spur of the moment video. That I didn't plan a script or outline what I was going to say, but that's something I need to work on. And I know there's things I need to work on and get better at. And that's what my dad said too. Like, don't look away from the camera so much. That's force of habit. but like I'm talking pretty chill with you guys. That's why I don't mind like looking away from the camera every now and then, because I feel like making direct eye contact the whole video is like kind of off-putting a little bit for some people. I feel like because I just don't want to directly stare like this the entire video and be like a monotone robot. Like that's who I am. My head movement. That's part of the CP, to be honest. And by CP, I mean cerebral palsy, not the other thing people use CP, the shorthand on YouTube. I hate that. Like you're taking my shorthand for my disability and using it for that. I don't like that. But whatever. You get what I'm talking about. But that's due to the CP, to be honest. It's not due to me just getting anxious or whatever. It's because I have bad head control sometimes. My head droops and does things weird. It's the cerebral palsy for you. But to get back to everything, yeah, it's time for me to move on from Handle Game Fan. This doesn't mean anyone that likes my channel now, if you like how it is now, come support me on my new channel, which I will divulge the name in a second. My dad liked it. My wife liked it. My wife likes pretty much anything I do because she's my wife. She's not real critical of me, but my dad will tell me if something's freaking stupid. But he said it sounded good, and it sounded like it would catch on maybe with people. And I felt the same way when I was thinking about it. So that's what I want to pivot towards. It's going to be the same kind of content I've been doing recently. No more handle game stuff, nothing like that. Because I haven't got a handle game in like probably 6 months or 4 months, something like that. The last one I got was like Nightmare Before Christmas, and that game sucked, and I didn't feel like even doing a video on it. So I didn't. The last time I did a video on was that weird barbecue sauce, like Lone Ranger game. That's the last game I did a video on, which is cool. It's a cool piece to have, but no one really cared. It got more views than I thought, but that part of me is pretty much done. Like, I want to get my thoughts on video games and my thoughts on like directs and state of plays. And a minute, I'm a little late. Like, I should have done that probably back in like 2011 and maybe made a name for myself that way. But I didn't think about the possibility of that until now, having this newer, kind of better setup. It's ideal, no, but it's serviceable for now. What I need, I can build off of this, and if stuff goes the right way, I could expand and get better things, make things, get a green screen. So that's what people do that. And why did my mic mute again? Stop changing the volume, stupid Elgato mic. What the frig? I haven't even touched the mic. I fixed it before I started the video, and if my audio dipped, I'll adjust it in post. But I apologize for that. That was my mic. I don't know what happened there. But anyway, technology for you, I guess. But anyway, the fact is, if things work out the way I'm hoping, I can always expand and do more streaming, stuff like that. Because I love streaming, guys. I love live streaming. That's one thing I miss doing more of. I don't do it now because I don't want to be relegated to doing Switch stuff or just my analog consoles. I want to do like the PS4 and 5 games and stuff like that. But I don't have the right kind of setup. And my dad didn't really say anything about this, but he knew what I was saying. Like, to get a proper setup, we'd have to like really move stuff around and get a dual monitor set up, probably get a better graphics card, crazy stuff like that. Stuff that I'm not particularly ready for, but maybe if things start trending in the right way, I'll be ready for it. But with your guys' comments, criticisms, whatever, give me honest feedback. That's all I want is honesty. If you don't think this is a good idea, let me know. If you think it it wouldn't matter, let me know. I'm honestly still gonna do it, but I want to know what people are honestly thinking about this new thing. Because the good thing is, I can change my Patreon over to be my new channel name. Rolling with Kevin. That's going to be my channel. Rolling with Kevin. That's what I'm going to do. Why? Let me explain where the name comes from. A lot of you know my name's Kevin. A lot of people that know me from the GoFundMe and Wavy Webster's video and Dylan Anderson know my name is Kevin. So, what do I do all day? I roll around in a wheelchair. So what are you doing with me? You're rolling with me. It works. My dad said it works. It's corny, but it works. I think it would catch on. I think it would have caught on years ago if I would have thought about it more. But I was fresh out of high school, didn't really care, just wanted to do stuff to make the summer go by. That's literally why I started this channel in the first place. Was to give myself something to do during the summer. My the summer and like, because I think it was like a year after I graduated, so I wanted something to do while I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with myself. But I really enjoyed YouTube, so that's why I kept doing it. I just put everything else on the back burner because I was like, well, what else? What else can I do but this? This is at least fun. I'll just do this. That's what I told myself. And monetization aside, like I didn't know there was gonna be a possibility years down the road. But when it was, that's what motivated me to keep going. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say the monetization isn't a reason why I'm trying to restart myself here. It is, but that's not the main titular reason I'm doing it. But that's my end goal is to like make a business or whatever out of it, a livelihood out of it. It may take me years again to build an audience, but what do I gotta lose? Like, I might as well just try it. I'll have fun doing it, reinvigorating myself, and not seeing negative numbers on my YouTube channel every day that I wake up and check my channel. It's gonna be a big morale boost to me, honestly, because I'll know who wants to stick around with my channel and roll with me. You get what that's what I mean. The name works. Anyone that wants to roll with me, go with me on this journey. Subscribe to me there. I don't know when I'll create the channel. Probably not. Probably at the end of July, just because this week, I guess this is sort of an announcement, I guess, for those people who might be in the area or who might care to meet me. I don't know if any of you do, but if any of you are in the Pennsylvania area, the Greater Pennsylvania Expo Center, or whatever the hell it's called, Philadelphia Expo Center, Too Many Games is this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. My wife and I are going to be there. Not as guests or nothing like that. Not yet, anyway. Hopefully someday. Someday, hopefully. Hopefully. But if you see me or you see my wife, well, I don't know if you guys really know my wife. Well, it looks like she's not real camera person. But if you see me, don't hesitate to say hi to me. And tell me your thoughts in person. If I see anyone there and you see this video, tell me in person, like, hey, good for you. Try this new thing. people will surprise you more than you think. That's what my dad kept telling me, basically, is how he put it. He's like, you don't know how people are going to respond to that. They might respond positively. You don't know. And he's right. I don't know. It might be a positive thing. It will be for me in the long run because I'll feel better about it. But at the end of the day, my Patreon supporters, they're the backbone of why I still want to pursue YouTube anyway. Because those those people on there want to support me, and it's hard to explain. I had this big discussion with my dad, and I was like, sorry, my wife woke up. I had to make sure she wasn't like freaking out or whatever. Anyway, so like I was saying, my dad was telling me like, you don't know how people are responding to this thing, and I'm like, sure, I know that. It could be a positive thing. It could be people could not care, like whatever. But my Patreon supporters, they obviously do care. And I was explaining what bothers me about Patreon, why it bothers me. Just the fact that people support me, even though I don't do like super high quality content or like daily content. And my dad was like, why is it so hard for you to understand that people actually like you as a person, your personality? And I'm like, but why though? I don't do anything special on here. Not in my book. But my dad's like, that's the thing. You see yourself as you perceive yourself as how you see yourself. Other people see someone like you and think, wow, that person's brave enough to put themselves out there. He didn't say that, but that's basically what he was getting at. And I understand that, but it just I don't get why people find me inspiring and stuff like that. Why? I don't do anything. Like when Dylan Anderson did his short video, I was like, why am I inspiring to this guy? Like, what did I do? I, I don't do anything spectacular. I guess I can't see it from the outside because I am the way I am. Cerebral palsy is part of me. It is what it is. And it's been years, but I've realized my limitations in life, and I've also realized mortality and things like that, life stuff are real, and just realizing that stuff, it's scary stuff to like think about. Like, what have I done with my life? I've done this, and to me, I feel like I haven't made an impact, but maybe I have, and I just don't know it. Like I don't know if I have. Obviously, I have to some people. If some people want to support me, obviously I have. I need to stop getting down on myself so much and being so overly critical about how I live my life. Like I live the way I live because that's the cards I'm dealt. I can't change my circumstances. I can make them better by doing things like this, but doing all this pity partying and not doing anything isn't helping me. It's hurting me in the long run. Because people actually enjoy what I do. And I have to understand that. Not everyone's going to enjoy what I do. I get that. Now. Now I think I can move on and say, I want to try to grow an audience of people that are actually going to enjoy my channel for what it is. It's never going to be super flashy, super high production, anything like that. Not I shouldn't say never, but like realistically, stuff would have to really go in the right direction for us to make those kind of big changes. Meaning, like my wife and I, and because she'll be helping with the channel too in the background. Maybe not so much camera work now, but she'll be helping with like setup with stuff. If stuff starts trending in the right way, is what I'm basically getting at. So yeah, like, how do you guys feel about this? Do you want to roll with me on this new channel? I'm gonna keep saying that because it's gonna stick with people. I feel it in my bones. Rolling with Kevin is going to stick. I I don't know why I feel it. I just feel it. I if I'm gonna start over, now is the time because people are more accepting now of the all different shapes, sizes, colors, orientations, sexes of people. There's there's more acceptance now than there ever has been, and I don't want to put myself in with like that area of people because they're doing their own thing. But I'm just saying, disabled people have their own little niche or area that we kind of have to deal with things. Maybe I can expand people's minds on that because we're all the same. Whether you're trans, gay, whatever you are, we inherently everyone is the same. We all just live life differently, different walks of life. We're all humans, though. We need to learn to just be better with each other, be kinder. I see it. I see people accepting things, but also taking 3 steps back with stuff like that. But we're all the same, guys. Like, we all just need to come together and just make the world a better place. That's what I think I've actually done in a small way. Some people like what I do. That's why, because I inspire them to be better people. If that's what my new channel does, then I've done my job. Money be damned. Monetization be damned. If I make a single penny from YouTube themselves or Google themselves, whatever, okay. But if people want to support me, throw a buck or two my way, that's on them. You have free will. You can do what you want. If you don't want to, I completely get it. Money's tight right now for a lot of people. I get it. Trust me. Trust me. I get it. But I think this is the right move. And I know you guys will back me up. I know my Patreon supporters will, at the very, very least. I already know my parents are on board, and my wife is on board. My brother, my older brother, might not be completely on board after watching this video, but he'll be on board in the long run because he just wants what's best for me as well. And maybe someday I'll get him on here as well. Get a little bit of blind perspective from that side of being disabled. I mean, there's so many things I could do with a new channel, and I'm gonna do it the way I've wanted to do it for years. And if you guys want to roll with me, then come along. If you don't, I get it. If you've had your fill of me, that's fine. But give me a chance to show you guys that I can be a competent content creator. And if you guys give me a chance, hopefully YouTube's algorithm will see it, and more people will see it, then more people will see it, and I can expand my reach. And then maybe see you guys at conventions and things like that. Do like public speaking, inspirational stuff like that. I wouldn't mind that. If this goes the right way I'm hoping. I don't know how public speaking would translate into with me doing video game stuff, but you never know. Some convention might want to hear my story or whatever. I don't know. I'm just saying, you never know what opportunities YouTube could bring, or social media, or the internet could bring. So if you guys will give me a chance and roll with me on this, told you I'm going to keep saying it. It's going to stick. Then come with me on this journey, and we'll see where this goes. I'm not in it for the money, guys. I know that's what people are going to think, but I'm not. I'm in it for the fun. And I haven't felt this good about YouTube in forever. I don't remember the last time I actually had a big grin on my face during a video and actually felt happy about what I'm doing here. So, yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this stuff. I know, kind of a boring video, but hopefully you guys will understand why I did this. And I'll see you guys out there at too many games, hopefully. And if not, well, Handheld Game Fan's gone, but Kevin's coming back better than ever, hopefully. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll keep you up to date with what I'm doing with the new channel. Just follow me on Facebook and X or Twitter. I probably won't create a new Facebook page yet, but anything new from my new channel will be on my old Handle Game Fan. I missed a YouTube page. Facebook page. As far as Patreon, I will change it over at some point. If you want to support me now on Patreon, it's only $1 a month. It really does help out the channel a lot. Trust me, guys. It would help out tremendously with getting new equipment like a green screen. That would really help out. The kind I want to get is like a pull down one. You know, like the ones that they use in schools for like overhead projectors. Ones like that. That's the kind I would need to be able to use one myself. So if you guys have any ideas where to get one of those, let me know. But that's where I see my channel going, my future, anything like that. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video now and just say thanks for watching, thanks for supporting for years. Thank you to my parents, my brothers, my wife, especially my wife. She's been super supportive the past 15 years. I don't know why she wants me to keep doing this. She thinks I got it. I mean, my parents do. So if you guys are on board and they're on board, then I guess we'll go on a new journey together. We'll see what it does. We'll see what happens. Anyway, guys, Handle Game Fan signing out. Peace.